Welcome to Everyday Woman. We're talking about healthy eating. Alicia, tell us about foods that people are eating because they think they're healthy, but they're not.
Well, it's not that they're not healthy, it's the amount they're eating that's not healthy. So a lot of times, one of the things that we overeat and we think is healthy are nuts. So if you're sitting at your desk or you're watching TV or something and you're having, a handful, and then another handful, and then another one.
You can't just have one handful, can you?
No, and just one cup, which is easy, is almost 1,000 calories right there. That's one. And then another is fruits, believe it or not. So if you overeat sweet fruits or certain fruits, and they're very high in sugar, they give you, a blood glucose shot up, and then you get a low if you don't pair your foods right. But if you're having a fruit and you pair it with some kind of protein or calcium, like yogurt in a fruit or cheese in a fruit, then you're turning something that's possibly unhealthy into healthy.
And you're probably going to feel full faster.
Exactly, yes.
Well, and I think one of the things that's the biggest challenge for people is breads. I mean, what do people need to think about when they're eating carbs and breads?
So basically, it's okay to eat breads. Try to choose wisely. If you can have pita bread or Ezekiel bread instead of the usual white toast, it would be much better, or the French roll. And then if you are having those, then moderation. Again, don't go over that one slice or that one, inch
slice. Oh yeah, I went over.
I know, it's so easy to overeat. But again, also with the pairing of the foods, if you pair it with a protein, a fiber, a carb, then you're gonna get full a lot faster.
And I think the biggest thing for people is salads, because they think, I'm just eating all healthy things so I can eat as much as I want. Are they right?
Not with salads. Salads actually creep up on you with calories. If you add some caramelized pecans on it,
or and they make it so good,
or some blue cheese, and then you're like, let me add a few crunchy things, let me add some dressing, and it pretty much adds up to, it could be just as much as eating a burger sometimes. So it's all about pairing the foods, just like a nice wine tasting. You know what I mean? You got to know how to pair your foods right.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of wines or juices, I think that leads a lot of people into trouble because they think, oh, I'm just drinking grapefruit or something.
Right.
Juice.
So with juices, again, if you have one glass of orange juice, that is the equivalent of, I think, about 6 or 7 oranges. Do you see people sitting around eating 6 or 7 oranges all at once?
That would take a lot.
It's a lot, right? So it's better if you are going to do the fruit juices. Again, try to keep them fresh squeezed, and then blend it with a little bit of water, or add some chia seeds in there to add more density to it, so you feel like you're having more than you're actually consuming.
Do the chia seeds, do they change the flavor?
The chia seeds they glutenize your drink, so it gets a little thicker, so you feel like you're having more than you normally would. They have omega-3s, omega-6, protein, calcium. They have lots of...
I'm going to try those.
Yes.
Those sound like miracles.
It is a great way to add nutrient density to your juices, or salads even. Sprinkle them on your salads.
Good point. The last one is protein bars, because I know people just, think that they can eat as many as one, or,
right.
Especially on the go, they're so easy to eat.
Right. So all of us are always in a rush to go somewhere, to come somewhere, whatever it is. I always recommend having a protein bar with you. Make sure you, like we talked about on another day, the label, read the label, look at the ingredients, see if they're a good bar. Like Lara Bar is one of my favorites. 5 ingredients, it's all natural ingredients, high in calories, they fill you up. So it's a great...
You always have such great tips, and if you want more of Alicia's tips, go to fitnessstationla.com.